between abase cocoa board crano CEO ebetumi ay engineer not necessarily say obi a we den udua cocoa
no
but
exactly
when umma structures eye adwuma umma obi because one cocoa research water for a under cocoa board when you're scientist you may not understand it but then say we respect obi ani there obi ahoden ekwa you understand the system and it will run and give you the result one kasa wakomape but here is the situation I think maybe my boss I am supposed to know this ebi I make sure say I don't think say Palos ebe to me awoga well for the industry because one it is telling us say this is it you can always not dictate to the rest of the world with your beans so what do we have to do we're a big lesson at the Mayan now. The bigger one, we pray that it doesn't happen. Illegal mining and that's mining activities. Heavy metals, every food, everything that we consume. A time will come, they may tell us that Mukoko has been contaminated. What will we do? So in a way, it is giving us a clue. Say, you know what? We need to have a plan B. Even some more of the cocoa, say Africa Hampo and your supply one, which I think we can. Adena, you consume chocolate, you consume a lot of cocoa products. So why not even within SI, your population quite about 1 billion? You can trade among yourselves with this because one, you know my war, what do you call it, North Africa, Omundia cocoa, but more consume cocoa niama pa. So why not do this business with them? It is a we are so being told already within ourselves. We have the market. Exactly. And in a bekushim as ayo. It should not always be on paper. But this is a situation now. Yeni baby adeko like the monkey business. Akayensem. And grofo isu jo musika. And in the day na obeye say. We need to think and think through these things. Everyone, I did with the politics. You are bound to fail. Right. It's for the sake of the country. So why not always winning? Sabi, we are the time of person. You leave the stage. Another party will come. You will never be there forever. You can pay all Ghanaians. Sika, a time will come. They will tell you enough is enough. So leave. So why not always try to do something now? Now look.
And yes, I agree. Something on a flyer, one of our sister
stations.
Media houses. Flyer reads, we are going to stop. We are quote. Omukoti, President Mahama, try and say, we are going to stop foreign funding for the purchase of our cocoa. We have enough money and capacity to pay for and process our cocoa. John Mahama. Okay, we say about 2 days ago.
That was 2 days, 3 days
right.
ago.
So the highlight of the Okai, we have enough money. We have enough money. So why do the reduction from 3,000 something
3,100 to
2,500 plus? Exactly.
Even when the Edutamana Keselato Force and Doctor, the Finance Minister Ekasan, say you could go to the process.
Right.
It confirmed the Mampeni which means you're the capacity between their process according to Keselato Force and say be politics now or there whereby CEO of cocoa board and so I can say there were about 50,000 tons of cocoa there. That's just there's a challenge. You see a world market in here. See you can't see a producer. Are we ready, sir? The other African countries now collaboration. They produce with the African market.
I know you're another time the hypocrisy in our political players. To see our Mampeni Kase, we have enough money. At what time did Ghana get enough money under his tenure?
Okay.
Say 1 year. It's about 1 year, a few months or a few weeks after they came.
Yeah.
The mantra or the chorus we are hearing say
$1.
No, NPP has collapsed the economy. NPP are bought Ghana, everything is got the money to turn the fortunes of the cocoa industry around, so that we can independently, manage its everything about the cocoa business.
Na say no crazy wo sika no ho a why ade na afi yem fan cushion cocoa farmer no a.
Thank you.
The point is
thank you.
What say dollar na ekoso dollar na OCD no which people were telling us artificial.
Yes.
Something that has been fixed.
Yes. Yes. Even
now,
can say
artificial. Who depend on dollar. And now projection say dollar need there was saying say unfortunately yes spaces with them petty commune. One who say dollar
na asante so ni abebu de
aba from
yem pesi asanto abehu ani wasere yem de na asanto yem de na asante
say wo koto koko na wo benya dollars na de aba wo koto ba wo ba na convert sika na wo miti wo target na wo no now sika do wo form say dollar ba from no koko for na asema ba hu yet your musika so dollar ba from no all say in economics figures in ade you be exposed when enema ACC where there tip on the iceberg akasa the others and so edi omo de beba because ye kenyina no share not any others though they may be small in the industry but they are also part of it almost sika no ebeba form. Now what happens se me koton na me nya sika kese dia ene dia me ba beto fi ho wo kuani ne ho no se me teso ade ni nyina no because ye say first no kwame de esika bebre ye nane a ye betumi ya to 70 10 bucks na dollar na ba from eju na ne kra na 10 bucks to be. So what do you have to do? Say kwame up in the game with more money and also say mo bet na kakra na kojo school na okọ no monte so na mo fa bi nya edan ne ho adwuma wam mo ma yendi ye ho nokre ye di ye ho nokre ne me bi wo no ma ebeboa emoman no etumpom but ye ko jane say ebia ye way just for the face of it. No, it won't work. You'll be exposed big time. Seriously. And now look at us. And yet we fault. But then bibia wo kan e de bi atwa mu ene de ACCC no anama we nyina aba moko pasase abanda da no ba ye no sika no omu edi ni nyina wo office of cocoa board budget o ma ye wo ho ene ho ne edua cocoa enye ho ne edua cocoa according to our finance minister ene ni eya o kenya cocoa board reset agenda. I love the word reset. We will reset everything in this country or say cost cutting of operational and restructuring within cocoa board. So what happened? So this is the thing that Omoka said, about 74 cocoa districts in the country.
Right.
Now Wakoto over 100 and something. They can know the quiet. They ask you, the farmers are asking you. Say baby this is it. I was saying something, and he has it here. Say mandatory processing of about 50% of cocoa locally from 2026 2027. Do we have the capacity?
I'm not see our capacity.
And then chocolate baku 30 cedis. Nipa hina to chocolate.
Yembisa Santoa.
African continent. You trading among yourself. It's not. So what do we have to do? There are a lot of experts because of politics, they've kept silence. And komube to me boy our industry muma niema akoye di amaye. I wish, sir, we could learn from this and move on as a country.
Learn. This country. Learn. Can you say me confuse the conversation? Sad discipline and yeah, because the fire incident I see once about how indisciplined Ghanaians are.
Young conclude or cocoa in some. Baby, I just say in there. So we aban a wo so yi adwuma obaye oye na wo hwe aban a etwa mu no adwuma oye with the cocoa industry na no kwasem ni aban a wo so yi e ya feli cocoa akuafo yenko ye nim de ba bia omo de cocoa akuafo nam sese no enko yi ebe deep in crisis aye wo e wo galamsey mu ama nipa no dodo no ahya ase a wo mo e de wo cocoa e ma galamsey fo se omo entwangu no omo opani bi frɛ me penny pa no aboso kan okay am say pension ni me ma nya bi seneti enti misika akra minya no ya na me de ye cocoa a my 12-acre land of cocoa na wohwe ka within this short period me ba bebo a ade na ya yem sem fa so obi ani so galamsey fo atwa me ho ahia na da bia me na me insist e ka se enya de a ye beton e de amom de ze nipa no te ye no ade adodo no ano o masem yetietia o mo de o mo sika o mo de o mo cocoa no koma galamsey fo na o ma jom sika so enti eye asem ha adwen I was saying nyina ne ye fa ho adwen to aso kakra ma
me bo the aspect now wa ka no eno na wo de sha ase earlier no ka bibi about galamsey but what the the threat of the effects of galamsey your cano the threats of the farm ankasa say obi beka say minye farming biom na me de koye me de beba
galamsey because they are ready to pay big money.
So down galamsey is a huge threat on twofold.
Yes, I understand.
On twofold.
Very
serious.
Mama yenti we mfiri ho quickly. Jones oko one me crackers from Korea. Oye one secretary na said ya no pa na edi ho nkomo se galamsey nsem koko nsem iba ya na hu se almost this statement about bonten say casa omo kra no omo at so omo association so omo ate so
okay
we no ye part of that group almost tonton cast ni bi enti e no kre ate so ana ye nte so ye nkona ye ne Korea fo no ni nko be hwe ba bia cast omo krakra de free ba no na ya hwe se sa na etie pepepa Jones ye mo acha no pe boko de
yeah menya boko nyankopon adaroma ye mo defa.
Okay na adwuma no ye kose e ka adwuma no
nyame adum meka ne se ya ni sa aban e ba yi no se eniema ye chen enkanin
bo ka se niema ya chire bu kakra ma e de na ama niema se de ohunu se ye.
Okay enti memfa sa akwanya na menchia watie ko nyina na mema ye chairman kwasi boku mema na che sabri. Okay minua se osha yedi nkomo bebre emre kakra atwamuni na okohwe said ye niema no ewo tema port bona na ahomete enitia said ye baby a dollar yi epeja koduru ye adwuma na ye no ne fapem ankasa ejina dollar no so efise ye bibia ye bia na nam se ye no wa ma no ninti no ye de dollar no ene edi adwuma tibe se dollar no epeja ekogina mpempen so bi a wosora ema ye adwuma no ye ho kire yen yie pa ti ye ne aban dada atwamu idi nkomo se enka port ho no momodia se ye dollar na ye di niema ne de enka on pege no be ti se 10 cedis bi ma yen enso ye kae ne je se ya nsanti mi anka ye na ye hwehwe no eni se ye koto aba fofia ntuata ba no de elusi endi da ban ba ye no enyina ye nim se watimi abwa ama dollar yi abafom bi a dollar na begina no they say ama ye duty ananka ye tua no tema port no eso atete kama ka emfa say nanka ye tua be ti say 92,000 no they say etimi abafom ama ye tua be ti say 62,000 it's almost about 30,000 and etimi atia free so na sana de etimi atia free so you know wa ni tia se eba ni sa na ma ye importers no so no ye ho ahenhan ye kakra nti me ka se ya na sa kwan so na me pese me kire se eye.
Okay eba ni say mon so mama bo na ba form ama wonu meto nana
me da se enukre se wa ni tia se o ton ade na said the old tono and said the boa would kra niema na ba no say timi conform there and ye identity na ense onso teso enti so oba ye garage sa oba hun say ma example car binum to say Kia Rhino na saa time no ne yɛtɔn Kia Rhino bɛyɛ te sɛ 400 anaa 380 ɛyɛ na yɛkaa sɛ no ɛgyina ne fɛ so ɛna yɛde tɔn ɛne sɛdeɛ n'ahoɔden teɛ ɛsɛ woba garage a me ne wo kasa yi wokuta bɛyɛ te sɛ 320 a wobɛnya Kia Rhino atɔ about 60,000 mu a ɛna yɛtumi ayɛ den ateɛ firi so nti yɛkaa no category bi a wobɛfa biara no yɛatete so ɛboɔ no aba fam ama atɔfoɔ ama sesei no atɔfoɔ nso ho aheha a mo ba yɛ market no mu a ɔmo tumi tɔ kaa no a ɔmo struggle a wotumi ho sɛ sesei no market ɛɛkɔ so kakra kakra
woyi dollar no a aba fam no ɛto nkyɛn a ana no nko na ɛyɛ determinant no nko na affect business na mo yɛ nti ɛma ɛba fam no ama price na aba fam.
Okay, me da se am sɛ wohwɛ yɛ dwumadie na sɛdeɛ meka yɛ no yɛ bibia yɛ bia no dollar no na ɛyɛ no fapem dollar no utua shipping line charges a esika ɔmo gye no ɔmo calculate no wɔ dollar mu utua freight a sika utua no yɛ calculate no wɔ dollar mu although ubetua no in cedis nanso no rate na ɔmo de yɛ adwuma no ɔmo de dollar rate ɛna ɔmo de yɛ adwuma enti sɛ wohwɛ de a na kyerɛ sɛ yɛ adwuma die no dollar na aba fam no ɛno ɛna ama yɛ ho atimi aheha yɛ kakra ɛno ne fapem anaasɛ ɛno ne adekode pɔten a atimi aboa ama yɛdwadie no ɛkɔ yie kakra man
brebi atwa mu na mo complain bebree sɛ mo mfa soɔ kyɛ sɛ wotra nye kura bɛtɔn kaa no bɛwie no sika nkasa wode tɔn kura no wasan abɔ kaa no ne ade sɛ a ɛba ne sɛ yɛ arrange between sɛn na bia wotɔn kaa baako a bibi kakra ɛbɛba bɛda so no ne ade wotetew tax free mu a kɔka yɛ ntɔ ne ntɛm bi kura bɛhɛ bi abosome miɛnsa abosome nsia na obi ɛma metɔ bi woka sɛ ɛkɔ yi a mfasoɔ no ɛkɔ.
Okay, me da se ya senti oba ɛhɔ na ɛnokorɛ sɛ sɛ adetɔ no ɛnni hɔ bebree te sɛ kane no wɔ mu sɛ ɛnokorɛ sɛ na ne boɔden nso na yɛtɔ adeɛ but ɛnɛ yi no kora mpo na ɛboɔ no aba fam a yɛatete so no adetɔ no ɛnni hɔ te sɛ kane no nanso sɛ woka no sɛ mfasoɔ sɛm no deɛ wohwɛ obi enu a obi dwa eboka first no de nanka ebi amfaso ni swa because ebo no yen de na used car enye new na used car no the more ebo no ekosuru bebre no nanka enka na ya kamia kwese ne emunu no kra ya yepe enti na obi ba no osese no no ohwe se ode betimi ode sasika we nyina beto use car na say ode kakra bi so no betimi atomo na wadane na ni akere mu no but say no although emfaso no enye bebre nanso no unim alatadwa utimi eton na utimi kokofa bi ba de ode ba no eno no etimi ma onso ho ye den ehenha ewo mu say ne tono nko hwehwew bebre nanso uton a ese kakra a obenya free mu no ya ne sa na meka no
mo nkabo mu ko nonra omode statement ba bonten se mo ateka abo so be se 15% sanity
e bajo etisa pepepe na medi kan e ka kire wo no se ofa ka bi ti se Hyundai Mighty kane no nanka yeton no be ti se 480 no no ye 280,000 that time no and so nei timi amba forma bedu be ti se 220 enti no pressure ya teso pa
I see enti o arrange cars no enketo a nkrofo de ya Uber no ne ade a ne bo no kosora na nkrofo e complaining na sese obi pe bi ato a prices ne e wo be say
yeah me akasa me no kase me to cars ni bi me ya vit manfo de a o makra de aba me ankasa me to bi se me to bi na nka maton nti we a me to me ne to ene ne bibia ekosi be te se 93,000 nanso enam se dollar ne ba fam na omo de ba akire no e se yeso atia timi abedru be te se 88 85 so from 93 no we say omo de aba no ton no 88 85 ebi 82 crowd to me edge because said the okofa no na swat enti no what ultimate society ama me de krampo a me say sika bet is 93 na to ya egu market anka me so me de to apa bibi kakra tedi no although maton abokade enso e was me tete so na etimi ba level na abegina no nyeza egu ho no ma obi aba saabo no mo nyeden omunto enti no so upe bi ato first nanke 98 nanke 95 na 96 enso ye ukuta ti se 85 ra ubetimi enya bi ato e dia ye sa uba no
John, so now you're secretary the man mo crackers from Korea the ba Ghana has say sisi mo challenge apart from say mo kase niema na koyi na sela mo challenges bi wo krum ha port ana bibia ne ho
challenges ni de kakra wo ho se wa ni tia se ye said the system no tie no niema enya nwie peyo niema no bi wo ho no mo a ye da so wo challenge wo ho said the me kasa se utie me kasa ye mo a catch it say straight and local charges are shipping lines no graduate no Ghana no almost the dollar rate and a calculate MI say enka e banisa and no say no one of the challenges I say ye betimi ne mpanifu akasa na omo shipping line no edi shemu na omo ahwe akasa de no asema maye say ye Ghana ye business na ye de obi ma so sika na ye de basis e de calculate ama ye tua nya freight no nkwampo local charges omo te Ghana ya eji no ha no omo de dollar rate and omo de calculate and also pa ho a abai no so ne system a de calculate duty de maye no and also a big challenge maye pa anything yeah say wakọ papa manone na wakotoka ebia ka oto yi ka o ebia woko e wakoto no bet say $5,000 ana $7,000 ena wode agu ship mu na wode eba Ghana now eba Ghana aban system or the calculated duty no or no aban no fa no say car no said the koto no one pass the koto no enye cost ma wo na emomu no or the said the manufacture car no na ye ton no nemu no no cost and or the air cost na fe wa weke depreciation every so the amount of a percentage be for sa cost no now wa weke depreciation was so the amount enunti eba ne sa ema ye cost na omode maye di tia duty no ya na ewosoro although omu se emu aba from ba se de me ka kire o se de me di kan no dollar no rate na omode calculating ti no se dollar na ekosoro na je se sa cost no so ye den ekosoro enti eno se ye ho se no challenge maye ya ne customs empanifu atena se aka ho asem almost policy implementers enye omo na omo ayehwe aban no na afas system no say international system omo de adwumanti no omo no de omo ntimi nya ho hwe nti say obibika any politicians no enko kana de omo betimi aye no omo nya mayen so enti eno say no challenge e de mayen uyi eno so free ho no mu ye containers ebedru Ghana ha ebedru yenso yiso a ye ni nyina de hye Ghana Port and Harbour Authority nsa also ye were challenges kakra ewo ho ewo say no mesre say o man munya kwan a mumfa mu ani nkire ho na mo hwehwem na mo nye interviews ewo ho gapo ampanifo no entem omo say port kesi a omo ye MPS Meridian Port Services omo ye ho na say omo yi containers ni nyina egu enam say omo timi ye sa port kesi enti say ama ship akesi timi ba Ghana na say no omo be yi oniema no gu MPS ho no na sebe yo a obenya o container no e de akọ GJT Golden Jubilee Terminal akọ yi oniema no kra no na eno nso aya asem foforo obi a watuatua o charges watua o duty watua o freight watua o local charges nyina na sebe yo a container no be free MPS wa
aba ma wonsaka
benya bio containers no ya asem foforo ye je onsanka obebre ho a wo so wura se
ebre bi atwa mu no na enye sa na tie
emre bi atwa mu na nkente sha se de me kan wo ze na port na ship akese no ntimi ma
okay
ba nkitwa no na eba ti kakra bi a obeyi no otimi sisa ko ze obeyi gu onu ma edosu bebre nti ne sister ko no so no na aya asema ma no so ye challenge kese a na musisi a me no kasai obo ze agent no what you tell me nyina wie no say container no emaye na yete woni ye twa container iso say eche ewo ho na wo date awo no so a okutia demurrage ti eno so ye dadwene kese ese pa
I see. We de yebedo ase anopai na ebre kwa animu no se bibia foforo ba yebeba ne abedi ho nkomo. Yenso yedase. Ora Jones Korea car dealers onom enkabumuku no ochochofo pani a ogan hasi ena yene no edi nkomo no 107.1 so ni high Omanfm. Then we will also visit Aboso kan ne akwa se dollar ni cedi no effect no say spare parts so ye behwe na san komo no so ye a few of your messages are abano. Let's go through nafi yemfan komo no to us. Randy is good at football player transfer business. Cocoa trading business should not be his cup of tea. Under the Stambex principle, you don't pay cocoa farmers all the money when prices are high. You reserve something for the rainy day to cushion them when prices drop. So when prices fall, you don't rush to kill the industry to the advantage of the galamsey. Okay. Stabilization of export and Stambex. Ura Sylvester Sarema, now was say with that information. Happy birthday, Enkoma Deacon Samuel Uforia Pia. Enjoy your day, dear, and bless you in the name of God. Mamiesi Williams and Eddie way by na Yemfanchi Anso Mayecha wa Blekuma West constituency deputy women organizer Yemfasida and Chiastronko and Fama. Sometimes I look at the propaganda gimmicks of the NDC and come to the conclusion that they don't take Ghanaians serious. Just look at the way they are shifting the goalposts on cocoa price index. The farmers must also take part of the blame. It appears they are also divided. Okusiku ewo damfa ena odi we buy akra ma yena wase na yemfa sedan so ema twediampon. I doubt what the man you are interviewing is saying is the reality on the ground. Because I bought a 2017 Toyota Iris from the US and the duty alone is more than the price I paid for the car. Due to the duty, I asked the agent who bought the car for me to sell it and return my money. I went to my friend who owns a garage to ask for the price of the same vehicle, and the amount is ridiculous. This government is running an artificial economy. They are playing politics with the dollar, yet the reality on the ground doesn't support their dollar argument. The true length of a frog will be fully determined after its demise. Great Nanaya Asante for me. I was in the same car with him from St. John's to Medina on Saturday. This one is coming from Chief Wani. Chief, Nanaya Asante, Chief Seven Chairman. Nanu ada no nyina na tika mu a na mo de eja mo de number bi kakra. And this one says, good morning, Brian. In fact, I like your program with your team very much. I listen before going to my shop. I take the opportunity to thank you and Mr. Asante Yeboah for announcing our meeting last Friday. And I will be very... okay. Yati, you ever heard to me? If I were the Agric Minister, Finance Minister, or the CEO of Cocoa Board, I would have first apologized to the cocoa farmers and, of course, to the Ghanaian for the purchase of cocoa beans and not to blame previous government, Uncle P, Uncle Joe, Ewoka Price, and Odi way by. That's all style. Or also about the style. So, we should have also about style. We refuse to vote, so why are we complaining? We must live with it. Nana Brempe UK, Nana Brempe, Ubi Angotuaba, na no nchirese, as I said, Yeti Iso, Nisikaso. Good for the interview. That's good interview this morning. You are on top of your job. Reverend Edu say, Asida HAD and Pondia, and your guidance, the fast down so Emma Onumaka. And on Facebook, one more adjoining enche ebe call to have a conversation with you. Ebe call na fe mo messages amodi aba nyina no. Ya can e free ho e de amam ya no aka hye no so say oko YouTube a unsa be kan oko Facebook nso a unsa ebe kan ma o message na nya simple, civil, straightforward. What the to ho no na wa share for other people to also have a view of nya opesa wo can. Please good morning Mr. Mofa. Where oh, okay. Rita, actually, this is a personal one. Yebedi Hong Kong. Watching you live from New York City, Wellington a day. Let me finish, Nafi. Na yaba. And also so on Facebook, and I'm share messages. I can watching you from Maryland. My greetings to Abana Nyako, Hema Joachira, Nani Sibuate, 3 powerful ladies. Valentine's Day is exactly 2 years of KK pass. May he so rest in peace. Of some day, person. Of a woo. I'm a driver. I'm gonna be if you have a panic reaction, Charlie. Yeah, na. You made a metis will be can cry, not just say. We are see we. Moon Semno. Dixon K. Ajiman, Yadasiano Pay, Lumumba, Bronx, New York, also Yadase, or Pim Swana na Kwabana Domfe, Jiabo, a Fahena also share a Sen Nirisi, also Yadase on Facebook, so also I join the na on my messages in actually, but the Palos Nanka Okabi.
Na messages will be ABI was a bow and
oh no no problem cause
na nipa ni say ono need any procurement issues for Cocoa Board. I say aden na yekoto 120 new pickup vehicles at a go. Is Cocoa Board going for a national campaign with those vehicles? And I ask Mbisa Obisa and this will say then around it, say discussion. Yadisha no. Why didn't he consult a lot of the previous
CEOs?
Yeah, and the top directors. Now, apparently, some of them were rather sent home for political reasons.
With all the experience or more, no, new government.
Exactly.
So when the new government take over. I feel and will be able shown ego now actually say on an edgeman will name I feel no abantino nyadi obema kwama near sign way near sign way. But sometimes and so yeah na a hard drink kakra. Let's look at the other side. A trouble honomwa aban society abano na ubi so ama no kwan so anya adwuma no no so sabotage adwuma no so ho enti wo hwe ni say na wa hwe ni say na watumi ama animu atumi ada ho but industries ni bi wo hono mu a obu ha wo yi ni ko ba bi a wa na wo ha ho with experience awo no wa na wo ha ho nti yan kasa as a people yeah building a country ne ya na ye wure fie ho say we are not building a political party but we are building a country whereby political party bi ewo ho na ya ma kwan over the years. Obi ha o shall see wo ebia ministry ana agency bi ana department bi from President Kufuor Breso binuma retire ebinum they were young and na omo ewo ho obi ha bi over 2-3 years to retire and aban foforo aba with the rich experience awo no it is expected say you be maintaining no ama watumi a share an experience na abo ama oman na yina kire no atumi akoyie but ebinum ho nso aya na ne wura fi ne ho say you build a country name no person build a political party.
Not building I mean, ego to say
sure,
I mean,
sure.
Because Asante Eboa can be say you were handing over notes. If you just take your time to go through them, and I will call Ghana first with the Ghana first principle.
Yes.
You won't say, oh, wait there it will favor
the political party and
thank you
favor we, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
An objective way which the country will eventually benefit.
Sure.
And well, you have a point. They just have to check all these excesses.
Yeah, no, say yeah, check here with discipline. Said they're now okay.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in. Yeah, call discipline any accident that is here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, say an opinion. Nana Asante Eboa can be about discipline. Main inspiration issues today was on discipline. But I stand to be corrected though. The incident AC fuel tanker explosion AC war friend is saying in Sawam
yeah.
Neso. I don't know the true facts, but according to sources, the tanker had a problem and was parked by the roadside, and the communities nearby went to siphon the fuel from the vehicle. I stand to be corrected before I go on. Is that the I don't know see
say nya no na esi ekra e ade a esi eta esi whereby tanker bi enya problem na ebia fuel no ba no esisi o Ghana ha bebre ama sometimes e catch fire eyo can say one time bi kra no soja ni bi a o ye na adwen se nkokopam wo mo na de catch fire e catch ni bi enti
the reason I mean this I say two issues another story I might say the tanker no ekoshiai like boom and then it exploded.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
But if it was stationary without any impact, and the community members are any chisel, ni pickaxe, and omuko bought the tanker and for it to make a hole, to pierce a hole, to
get the
fuel. And then I beg your pardon, that community they should be surcharged.
Well, these are stories, Anna. Let's get the facts.
But the facts, according to the fire service, the community were trying to siphon the fuel.
Okay. The
fire service, on Facebook, you can go on their official Facebook.
Go ahead.
One can say collision. It's nothing to do with an impact or collision of the fuel tanker. Through the actions of the community, the members, the public who went to the tanker to use a chisel or a piercing material to pierce the tank structure of the tanker. So naturally, it will cause an explosion. If that is the tangent or that is how the story unfolded, and yeah, we are in critical, we are in that situation.
Whereby free the Ghana Fire Service for a one and not sign a net.
Well, almost say investigations still continue.
Yeah.
But this so far, or more, what they've derived from eyewitnesses so far, it was not an impact collision. So then it is the attitude of the community members. Now, the whole VIP bus got bent. About 5 or 6 other vehicles got bent. We don't know the number of casualties. You see about 3 so far are totally bent. But we don't know the extent of the casualties. Now, VIP bus, maybe they are fully insured. So insurance betiaka. How about the private vehicles? Most drivers in this chrome, third party insurance and comprehensive. So who's going to take care of the damages and who's going to compensate who? Because usually a tanker, a collision anchor, you say the liability falls on the the company. But in this situation, if it is the community or members of the community around the accident.
So share the Ghana Police Service and so more release our money bonting. That was February 14, 2026. That was a Valentine's Day. Police work to restore normalcy following a fatal motor accident on Suhum Sawam Highway. On Saturday, February 14, 2026, a fuel tanker loaded with petrol from Tema to Kumasi was involved in an accident on reaching a section of the road at Ntoaso on Accra Suhum Doa carriage. Investigations indicate that the driver lost control of the vehicle, leading to the bulk blasts and the fuel splash on vehicles behind it. And it's a utie or more Edian or Mode Banwa. Naturally, say it wasn't near the Ghana Fire Service for no at the Atomo Facebook no utie police for no investigations anymore my no actually say fuel tanker no or lose control na enam so maka no ekobo baby a edija no buy ma fuel no etupete other cars akaso akofa eja no buy ma because utie said the eja no hye other cars na nwanwa say bi obi na di bibi ekobo ho baby ma enam so ma other cars no de nanka kwan be enam so a ebia ebe kan monti. According to the Ghana Police Service, or more release on the Ebabontin, a Dawson, a honor the Hiamikakra.
Yeah, between the two security services, no, they should come out and make it clear. Because, like I said, no, National Fire Service, official Facebook page, almost say preliminary findings suggest the fire was ignited by sparks from illegal fuel siphoning attempts. Investigations are ongoing to determine the exact cause of the crash fire incident. So there were two official security agencies, two divergent opinion of what happened there. It makes the situation more dire.
And it seems as a country we should not serious because because if the Ghana Fire Service or more preliminary investigations say na the Ghana Fire Service and so Ghana Police and so omode ebania let's say yensheda hu ba bia yigina yi so but anka normally say obehwa am say Ghana Fire Service for the na was say yefa because they involve in journey and but police if also now restore
normalcy. But the investigations, immediate initial investigations, in my opinion, it will lie with the fire service.
Yes. Anyway, now it was very early. Don't say by now.
Yes, it dawn.
Around 4:45. Let's see, and then Monday and Tuesday.
Maybe more clarity.
More clarity will come. Now,
my name say these institutions are working hand in hand. Because one, fire service in case you call nearby 911 they are using fire service move, police move, ambulance services move to the scene. Now what you do is some issue statement it should be joint, and I say police officer now senior officer and the security there was seniority. The the fire and other services agents, and it should be with him. So this is a statement from a because one, when you start investigation, it comprises of all the departments incidents in the concern. But on the point I am me person me here and my joint show I do want to say, yeah, share a year traffic situation at Walsa Accra Kumasi Road. Say ye baby to say nyame mpengu se embebio osi no nom enyinem nkokọ no ma traffic need to be chokia no it could have been something else because of
Nana Asante so ma me ho na an eyewitness bi adwene ye e wo ne asi ye no na yentie ne a ono nso ede nani ehu ye wa okay ne line no entumi enyina so yensaka no a ye behwe na nia isi na nkasa no watumi ede atoye nim wate se ye discussion no na o pa kire se na onim de isi na de o kan se de Ghana fire service for kano na onim se si na nanka me pe clarity ede free nia isi no ho na yatumi anyanti ase no eyi nti ye ko anim no enye dan ase assembly si nipa ho nti ye be hu ne fi baba
tanka ni nya problem
okay
nti okoko gina baby
okay
and I say cars na fa ho se de omu nyina abeko because na traffic a pile up nti
yeah
bibi to say bia let's assume say the palace can see no wa won to be movement nti passengers na wo VIP de omu see efi bus
okay
and a bus no unfortunately ashe krebu anya you know. But do we learn anything from history? As someone said, yes, we learn nothing. Very unfortunate. Because incident is saying ne na ABC. AC and by this time I can see it to me education, which is key to everything. And yes, be ABC, there are now 1, 2, 3, one form of education. There are so many forms of education. Yeah, they were bank for say, I deal with ya AC no. Say ni say neti. It's you're very careful about it. Sa na say ye catch but we know entisa. And I dear ni see Obia want to make meal out of it. War with one excuse say a human new opportunity there, but I need to make most of the situation, which is not happiness. And today, I no before say lessons mum and I see you edifisa and yama we traffic situation in someone edikosi konongo ediko dukumase. It's so bad that se bibi saying esia you have to pray say the worst will not happen because it to me pile up for kilometers, not just a distance, a pile up. As to why you cannot, say heavy duty trucks in air transport cars, air transport goods across the northern side and any other part of the country. No, across traffic or console. Some are broken down, some are involved in accidents, etc. That's why we were expecting say. Once again, what are we doing? Say across Africa trade, whatever. It doesn't just happen on paper. Transporting of goods is essential.
Very.
So why say Burkina Niger munyina muhia goods if you airport? Any Ghana, you to mean Cambo mu say ye rail transport to ease the pressure on our roads.
Bam.
So why say Obi yet dual carriage at the Akokumasi? Obi Subasi beba be 6 lane through another area at the Ako. As to why we do these things, you cannot tell. Because one, Mesro, your leaders, like Busumurukai, the wrong kind of people have made it to leadership position. And making things so difficult. Why Africa?
And to then I would suggest in terms of the road transport now, I can try something else. And
yes,
so Honorable Ken said, Honorable Ken during his campaign now can alternative transport routes or can water transport from Accra, Kaswa, Takrady, the coastal routes. And rail transport. At this time, we should be looking forward into the future.
Yes.
And let me share documentary be from Dakar, Senegal. Omo rail system. It's so attractive and inviting for the public, and it looks so very decent. And yet, is rail transport. A bet is agbobloshi kind of. Packing goods on top of it was a very structured and laid out alternative to what they already had in Dakar, and I'm sure this is the way Anka most African countries follow this trajectory. Anka yebeko yinim
me na make say Oko Europe, I mean most of these countries are linked through road transport, roads no road transport. It's easy so many things. They move on from hello and UK.
Nane asante mesamba an eyewitness bia adwen ne ewo se dem di kan no opani wotemenka okay o ka sa free fan here nsawam okay ne see no ade na woni mo ho
ade no se tanka no according to a time I didn't see no be any but amount for we remuti na te se ne tie and a pie ye and no apply for break what you say and no that is how we ni ba ya dane ye it's a dane ye no e to ho no fu anu we say ya ticket you baby o ha starting you e ma amanfo bi ni kura be se fu ani what you say na ebinim so ba ndi wo omo force say omo bet se tank ne so ama kwada te de ya ombesa na no so na di e ma hit blast ye e ma eja no e so di sa time so no already no na VIP bus no e bus a wono abe parking center wo so connect no wa package na ho what you think when it blasts and I stand on more force so apply glass no ama manfo akufa fufam it is at time now more almost stop fuel ni ade ni na eja no eye den efamu echichichi o machine wo it is an ade no ekoye one woman kura ni so oye damraman ni kura no wa steady kura ko etie esa akwa saba e de ne ba amobi e na onu si gane tire no it is an ade no ekoye
I see. Where you better was say, not just say, time we see a na na joa and crofo added that, but
our material 4 o'clock, 4 to 5, 4, and
more more nipa do be say na e hwere wo nkwa.
Oh, and look here, say about a nebi Johnny. But omo anom wo ka mu ni ade ndi say nipa be 3 and she and the minim. But say they na fire service ni ambulance e di akoni aba no e di nipa be share tensa.
Okay, my na wase an eyewitness opes obedwani na wa clarify ni ma no e de amaye e da se anopei se nyankopon adaroma ni ma nyina ekoye mentwa de kakra bi emra me kai wo se aha eye 107.1 ye hwe de obon krata ni mu nsem ni ahwe nkomo a ewo ho na yedi ama bibia ye kama enti yenkai na yenhye nso na mamenkai wo se ene se wo phones ene na accessories atwa Franco Trading Enterprise ena wo de wani ebekire na yenkwa homa no so na yeni nkomo quickly enwie yedi nkomo no wie a na afi ye de aditonde no nso e de ababe toa so ye call for a crew member of parliament ho na yen no adi koko ho nkomo kakra Mike Edu the honorable member of parliament the ma for crew constituency around here me mo acha no pay
Omanfm Joso
na o ho ti say
ya me ado ho ye fa na mo so
ye ho ye for crew de ba ne say na we interest cocoa industry ni musa ni hon komo na se fa no gina wo so ba ne say
amofa anope me chia Omanfm tiefo nyina ene the good people of Oforikrom omutie me sabri na amofa don se mechi efri wasa me jane me ma me omu nyina ya wasafo me nana no mabusafo bia me chese me busafo nyina wa wasa na me papa eba be wo metete me wo eye Oforikrom abra no ye lecturer wo KN University ene ma me be to Oforikrom nanso afi bia na ode ekọ wasa yi bronya dura na ode akọ wasa ne akọ di bronya wo kuku afum enti ya tiko kuku ni mu ye nim kuku adwuma ne sene a etie ana mani nso adi kuku adwuma ne chi ache ana na me ye adwuma ewo boss as pricing and risk manager me in charge of pricing of cargoes enti Rebecca say we a trader commodity trader enti once we a commodity trader no owo eye commodities nyina ho ntiase senia ye trade cocoa amanse dwaso senia ye trade oil ne sane mani nyina no owo ho ntiase eno na amamenya ni nyina ka ho na amamenya santiase na fa cocoa ne sa commodities na hono
Cocoa nkomo ya ekosui Mike aban world markets abafom eye no kran so se abafom dwadie no nso de aban beton no kwiafo no ebi ade na yenti aban asese koko a wate so na sese wote so.
So amofa first of all me de be chance kra no ye ka che aban say ebo na wate so ne de onsan reinstate onsan fan ko ba bi a na ejina ye 3625 ne makuani no if we say enye akuani no fo inform so ana ebo no ate aba fom senia ye twedi koko ni koko no ewodua so enyanso ye crop a seasonal crop inti chese afe no eba nkakra inti ewodua so na ye nte ye ne broni na wo beto ne nso nim se yi se ye te na yakobua na ya hata ye numu ne ewo a ya baage e de abre no inti broni ni nim se eko process mu but broni no on na se koko no aye ready e gu bag ma koko board abeji oton ansa na waba beto nti e wo bi e friend of forward sales nti forward sales na man say dwaso no woni broni ni bedi kan dia no ebo a ewo ho mudi ano ebo ewo ho no ma na uma ye contract koko na ewodua so a afi eda enimu e bia October e koye beti no mema broni ni say bia mema ebo $8,000 wonso agi atum maloke contract maloke contract na wo wakeka cocoa board no wakeka wo contract a waye nyina forward no wakeka bom okeka bom a ebo a wo benya no na waye average into we average of ebo na eno ana October wo de be announce price dem akuani ni say afie da yenimu ebo si na metuama wo kuani enti October last year na Omanfm John Mahama ebe announce say Oma ato force and the finance minister be announce say omubema ebo 3625 no na chese omodi kan aton koko no wa manse dwaso hu ebo a omubenya ansa na omobe announce enti se wadi kan aton koko no wa manse dwaso hu ebo a obenya ansa na obe announce a eba ne sei ana manse dwaso bo ne etiba forma wo sabe shine kuani ni de so wo dwe ho a won ti ase
Mike na me tie wi a forward sales na omoye
bi omaye dodo na bi ana na de ama problem we nyina aba ne se omoye forward sales ni bi no a omohu se omonya bo kese no e hwa na omobe announce price omanya nyi o ana ombe announce price October ni ana de aka na omo ye omo adwen se omo be ya na sport sales che enne menhwe manimo enne ya meka kyerewo nipa na broni na abeto koko ni se ebo se na me amede be mawo na menya wo ma me sabo na menya koko ni de amawo ana omo ye omo adwen se omo beton sport sales na omo nton forward na sport sales ni so broni no ono so ye rational buyer ebo no wo so a o ma meto ana omo tete ho omo tete ho yenya ntie mpo se buyers ni bi buy ebe offer very high price sanka yenton Ghana koko afe na aka ni nyina ama omo the management eti koko bo se de bi omo mpene na ebo ne be sa akosoro nti omo tete ho saa na ebo ni shine ba 4000 nti sa wo no akwanya processor e free tete ye de aton koko a de bi ema farmer no minimum guaranteed price no oh yeah no ana afi wa wasesa wa adwen say wo be ye sport sales na wa anya forward no na afi wo ho akire wa farmer no na opese wo de sobo ne kwahye ne say wo ti ni sika so eno na ye say ye nti ase ye gituma enye yi because e ba sa na chese wo masisi akuafo no ana so wo be announce price a na wo ne kuani no aye contract mo demonstration krata se goodwill as say kuani mema wo ebo se nti won so kototo eye fertilizer ene akate edroni ade ne fa ko yiye wafuo obi koto poultry manure ene ade na mo fa nkoye mo afuo na mo afuo ne nso na mo fa beans ne mrebe na mema obo se nti kuani ne nso akoye investment wo na afuo ni abo ho ka with the expectation say afi obenya sika 3,625 na se okoti koko e di aba o se ebo na kofom timakohwan so so wodwe ho a
on tiase Mike the normal Mike so be hwe a said na wo kan enfomso na aba se metiwase yi a efa ewa ban FM eye oman so na ye chichire enti we so mu akakra na we aso mu akakra ade na Omanfm no ntia ban asese ampa world market ya teso ne na wasa ban ye wantumi anye na akofa sa aka we e de aba afa hin na ban benya skade abe cushion cocoa farmers
amufa cocoa ton ohu eye wo ton a commodity de ye win or lose enti wo de wo kohwe bust say you omoton oil maybe a chem na bust omutumi to oil na omaboka ewuma na omaton na omanya mfaso sa na tie bebi o ha wulusu bebi a na wanya so mfaso koko nso ewuma a wo beton edu bebi a na eka eba ewuma na mfaso nso ye den eba afi 2017 na nado eba power no na koko ebo ne ejina $3,000 2017 about power ni shine by $1,800 enti be $1,200 and a free so and so nanado and tebo ne so o se ekuafo aboa Ghana wo hwe Temamoto we wo hwe even Kotoka International Airport yesi wo hwe University of Ghana wo hwe KNUST enye ma kese wo Ghana nyina koko sika ewo mufa wo share factories akese even Kwame Nkrumah si wo Ghana efa cocoa sika ana omudi sisi sa factories no wo kohwe history a cocoa sika na omudi sisi sa factories ni tedu ba bi na Kwame Nkrumah sika wo so de makuani ne kwa no ma no 1/3 because not oti cocoa sika na odi sisi sa factories no enti akuafo na bre e de ama amna ya de akekere oman no buidam ya na esi wo ya Ghana for nya so mfa so e ma ye nkane ano buidam osika afibia ye de 10,000 tons of cocoa kutia buidam ka na e 25 years afibia ye de Ghana cocoa sika ekutia enti cocoa fo ekuafo na etia buidam ka e ma Ghana enti enyama bebrewa ekuafo ne ye ma ye enti between February ekosi October a light crop ni for beans never no aya na endorse sa ya dey say aban won so be so kwani na se akosi October na wodi wapesika de ahyem amakwani no ho ahenha no na yedru October new price never no wodi ayo calculation de amakwani no
ma mi msa we ntwa to ma ye bra obetumi de ene akasa na emfa nkomo no mra na wie na some antisui how serious how dangerous ena eye edema cocoa farmer anti esesa ban restore edema cocoa farmers
it is so we own just how I did beba no fi say ekuafo bebre dia yo mo budget obi akobo bosia obi de ba ko school obi o hwa ne won fa no eye ordinary ato so say sika we ba so obenya ni sika se no obenya odi bi beto ni lo oh o my dia yo mo plans awi what is so at so what they how can send a check send na betu kani ni so wo ye no free wa ene hwe de wa galamse ati se wo ye important ye nkrasi if you say abani pego di bebre nti galamse no ati asima amanfo galamse enti galamse ni ko hu kani no say ton wefuo ma me na me fanya galamse because kani no wakyere no wonya sika wo hia wo sha obeda ne na efuo ni de ama galamse ni no e basa na cheso ama Ghana koko de koko ni na ni nyina eko wo be ma koko ekuaye no chese incentive wo motivation wo no enya akono kra biem se nipa beye ebu abem wo hwe video se ba chese ekuafo na be mu bu enu nti na ka se aban no wenkwa de onsom yesi e woni ma ho kwan na so enye ni nyina na ede e fata enti onsom na won ombu akuafo na onsom asene e ma October ni nsi because when NC that no contract which is the minimum guaranteed price once someone locking in tumi sesa no nti extra by no ekuafo abre ọmọ so ọmọ ni mu ache ọmọ njai se ọmọ de eniyema bi katakata ho na ai ye beto kana 2025 ato force in the cocoa board in a revenue of $3.9 billion. What the cost is say 40 billion Ghana cedis. Institutional also the 32 billion cedis. That's our revenue of 40 billion cedis are any positive equity. And say then I be catch yourself what they can to and what they can winning say 2024 5 now be training na. E can be why amortization spread over a long period. And we share accounting theory. You find a capital structure theory. A institutional who bet you leverage on debt to run. As long as the winnings or revenue is a better accrue, would the bet your debt, you know. And don't you know, we do our work so bank be better about the mouth because when you say we income ebano a regular be benchisak bosana would you bet me here. Into sanity. Into about no munjai the almost can cry and a question about why you be someone say. And tell say CMC advice cocoa board say prices no baby ejano one shot a beko form into cocoa board in talk no into a bisa say and CMC advice cocoa board see you na there was say san shishimuno about shishim say and CMC omo advice cocoa board see you na and I say omo advice no so let the cocoa board see you no ana anya e was about shishim no bisa cocoa board see you say I didn't advice no omo advice wa anye say cocoa board see you so omo advice no or the mandate command CMC so omo nya na CMC so anton cocoa na ni nyina was about shishim ye hu no kre wum de koba ya am omo anton cocoa no abra na was omo ton na ema omo de sa problem we ko tukue ni ne so
Mike, my no ase yema kwana kwa yo djuma ebrepam be besa akasa. Yes, so yeah that's Mike Edu Ofurukro member of parliament na yene no din common 107.1 so ni high Omanfm. So let me di kan on Facebook mo messages amodi aba na ye behwe akan e de amamo na emom no okoho na do message ne to ha ma na straightforward civil and simple na wasan a share e de ama womo ewo so platform no so to make sure say or view no or platform no so for so betumi akan be. This one says good morning honorable why is John Mahama still keeping Randy Abe at post? Randy should honorably resign because he's arrogant and pride have exposed his incompetence. Cocoa Board is not Metro TV. Cocoa Board needs critical thinkers but not arrogant personality. Nana Boatin Ohio also Ajune Enono. Thank you for joining us. Yemfa Danso Emma Wonomaka. And this one says belated one and comma Sister Rebecca Boatma. Sister Rebecca Boatma for CM a Tokrum SDA Church Elder. Sister Fuya Moamwaka Nyina, so I'm celebrating my birthday and then Nyankopon nya mo na bibia nya Kamatina Augustina ewo OCM sent in this one emfa sedan so emfa emma Nana Kofi Osei okukuduru for Russia Ukraine war ahead and Bagana is not yet over. This indiscipline won't happen under Ken the base president you Nana okukuduru for with us say anopay say so odo message the aba emphasida emma trade ampon Franco Trading Enterprise phones papa fie ya no aka ya so phones ato any accessories baby ado ani be kire Franco or say phone papa fie on sa wo CCTV cameras ya camera see very sharp audio video me so pe bi na to Franco samen kan kire so to ade no a modern so be receipt or receipt no so de kofi am na wankoto antwene wa fa bibi besi abeba no se me receipt ayira da bi fakusie kama sanse fidie na wa ba be to main office no adabra ka on rock the cinema na hwe ani mu ya free 0246 422338 0246 422338 na ne Franco Trading Enterprise nkomodie no intimi enkoso Boachi Natural Health Center for eboao ama wani yare na ko omo boao ama enemu yare a wanya na ko omo boao ama watumi anya wo omo boao ama osa na free ho omo boao ama malaria tacho no nso afiri ho ye from Boachi Natural Health Center ne omo ye ho ade pa e ni yare misro fa ko na omo mo la pass omo any access bank na na ehwe animu ko na ye mo so obeduru ho na wo se ye refer nso a omo ye ho ade papa 0594 994552 0594994552 city kesia cities and habitat air building New Accra city no misraw fa ho koshembi nia obehia eye enkomodie ene wo se odi wani kire Port City mutual prampram na one cities and habitats coding komo ohwe akwan ensuo enyinam nkanea enua yedua se de city ne tia esese won so odo ho shembi cities and habitat one say shaping Ghana's urban future for 0555 530300 0555 530300 na any cities and habitat enkomodie no so entumi enkoso baby ayakoto niema ye organic de ye ni kire Soul Health and Wellness Center aka Oheneba Center bibia ye organic a opebi atono kɔ hɔ a onsa ebeka bi kai na hye no nso fa mame say ye juice ayenom say ye paste ni edi twi esen say ye ewo na wo personal powder ewo ye mema wo afeti ahodo ni nyina wokɔ hɔ a onsa ebeka bi ansa na abeduru hɔ no bomoden sɛ obɛfrɛ Oheneba numbers no 0302983045 0302983045 0302983051 na ene Oheneba Center for enkomodie no so entimi enkoso na asante ebo a
yes sir
yanku yanim kakra ho okay
lawyer by the sese no on said na one honorable Mike Education no see the locking. And when you lock in and I say BBI, it means that you have a contract binding.
Yes.
Be a lawyer bit you mention say cocoa farmers and then cocoa board no. Aya almost secure bit you legally. You are signing document. You say a few year mom secure dear. And your cocoa cost you and bafumu. Signing bit.
Mike Asma no can say once obe announce no. Naturally say onu omo enya because onu omo enya emra ekire se omo betumi akwanimu akohye ase aye nhihye wo mo kokoo no ho akoto omo fertilizer endu omo de beguso paafo because one announce nti onim sika ne nsa beka na no obegina so nso de aye ne nhihye I don't know Mike e fa ne se dabi na se contract de ye de anoka
moving forward na ese omo sumu se no se yanya o kwabroche na okoton oni nipa na sign contract na yen so ba beta de o no ma let's have this document in case say we default here na yen so ehun baby a ye do ambeko I think that will make the government to sit up because yes na people get away with so many things easily why and then I may obi enu on mo baby some question it's just like ebia obi ti baby na yes baby otenenye no so no obi ji ni sika foforo with legal document just say we chase money. What about one so providing necessary amenities money panel that area? Or no need baby or back be sana say. The lawyer why the BGD say be over to me about in that direction.
And that direction
I just want to come in and I deal with Makano has said. This conversation at this time of our country's development, and you say you engage in this conversation. We tell you now say me research about the 70s, Dubai, the state of Dubai in the 70s. Now, Satam 1966, and we discover oil. And in 1969, almost started say on the export oil. But what leadership saw, they say, they cannot depend so much on oil. So they have to diversify. So what I say, it was almost a son, almost brain. Ho ena, Zabri meti he medwe ho say. Ghana de bia na yaka forward futures, spot pricing, etc. we yanko ye we na yet wo ye be sa conversation we de bia na ejina faako na ye twa ye ho nana asante me view an opinion on the ekoso nyane say successive governments are failing Ghana abesi ende adenti na wo se sabre yeti ho ne kase kokoo gu dem ye kase kokoo ya te price so da bia na oman nsa ehye oman fufuro bi enum enti Ghana ni bi obetime ne enne wo ha wo se usu na utwadwe except at our age na oman fufuro bi about the work market and they decided Ghana yen ye dachi nana me ba now you were using some term to say the cocoa industry in Ghana we don't have a cocoa industry. We have an aspect of the cocoa industry.
I was even talking about Africa getting
we don't have a cocoa industry. So for cocoa too, we have the upstream, midstream, and at the downstream, senior oil ATM. Now, commodity biya, the cotton biya, no say biya cocoa, timber, oil, the crude core, and the commodity in trading in now. The sikawo mu pa, the downstream. Baby, I bet for so where the value chain, your dada mu. Emma, every consumer, the end user, a fear them money use, the end user of the product, the whole sikawo. So, ofa cocoa. Let's over the upstream now. Yeah, I say, oko do, oko dua, oko te, oko palm, oko chuchemu, and the eka hono. 1 kilo of cocoa is between $2 to $4 per kilo. Na Ghana yenti ni yet you wanna can't bro focus na way explain way and we are here. How do we diversify? How do we industrialize? And we call upstream raw cocoa bean $2 to $4. Now over the midstream in fin hona ebia ye cocoa butter, ye cocoa powder, ye cocoa bibia, ye debeko and also act as capital in the production of an end product no. And also 1 kilo $6 to $10. $6 to $10. Now ye back the downstream, ye cocoa bars, ye cocoa wine. Oye cocoa chocolate, oye cocoa cream, oye cocoa bar soap. Ye bibi fana cakes in there. Ya fana any user no. Ebe and no 1 kilo. $20 between $20 to $60. Now ye Tigana ha. Your cocoa is supposed to be a duchem cocoa. That's a premium cocoa. Yeah, the demand for your cocoa, we are saying but almost a cocoa, and ya koye niema. Downstream, Mama Yasa, Yesika Crack at anywhere, Media Mayano, and to America as a coto, Ediaba, and Yetia. Said the way Yetia, cocoa board Yetia. Now we are Kofakuya de Kwaha, now we are quick. It is the failure of successive governments to sit down and strategize and say, so, no, Dubai did this. Diversify. Enti yen so ne ye duru ewiase afi ne se akere yen ami o se kokoo e dipa e fa enko ba bia e bodo betimi ate amna ye useless enti die be na ye beye na yen so ya add value ne ya take advantage of the value chain na the end user no 1 kilo e cost how many $20 to $60 no a hold a yen for your knee and go. That is where we have to be looking. A short-term myopic strategy. But me view say we have to look at the long term. 5 years from today, 10 years from today. See a cosa situation we more now. Ye ma ye wo woman ye na no ye ba ni offers na ye mobile What are we doing for them? Because American most sorry, I don't do it. And you're forward thinking. And you what me, what coming, and we are you say, and we are you say, we are you say. Said Dubai transit car say, you oil. 66, 69, you bet export. After we had the end of there was oil boom. You fell with the oil price hike in the 70s. Now, if the price hike it costs, now we would take advantage. You know, also no. A better baby say this. Let us industrialize. Let us do this here because yeah, be answer or renewable natural resources, the finite natural resource. Okay. Now you no matter chance they are human beings like us. Now you Akwaiba Burkina Faso. If you want this all year. Uja Kadaka, the railway system, beautiful railway system. Uko Kenya, wonderful railway system. Yet here from Kumasi to Accra, there is no rail line. I say, Kwame Nkrumah, Edibai. Yet here from Kumasi to Accra, God is better. From Kumasi to Accra, I did way, I did go Kenya and I met my idea meeting. Say, a dear boo.
Took one and I'm
one for you more. Won't mean Kumasi. A country I did over 60 years. The country, if I say a human being, I call retirement. Said you have pussy pine and some more pine. Only where you have a far. Because of Kofako for you as well, see without the Emusi Kofo and Nibo. Now you have so much Kumasia. Now yet, no, that means God will not come from heaven and develop. He has given us the wisdom, the talent to do that. It is what you also want. Nyansa, Yaman. And then Goliath Bejna Hono. Ninjamin Nisro. You're going to become Goliath T. But it took a young man, David, to come all the way from nowhere with the hopes that Memphis. Surprisingly, Goliath was there. But because I know what planning, what prepare, no shame, like it will be no, and that's a big flaw. A big it will be no practicing over years how to kill lions and other things. No, he was able to perform. That is why Ghana is where it is today. Yesterday I was tracking on the social media. No, Casas or Babaka. Yemfa Coco and Corros. What is that? Yemfa Coco and Corro. Yemfa Diamond and Corro. Yemfa Gold and Corro. Now he was talking about industrialization. He was talking about adding value. And if you read my book, I'm not selling book, but if you read my book, if you go to chapter 36, the unfinished symphony, tell me gaining independence, no, we started the music. And to come in Kruma, they buy massive industrialization. Tell me every year, we buy it. You build that Kosovo, you Ghana, now we hear leader, Obetimi toward the symphony, so Amagana Jum, Ayede. Successive governments buy it. We haven't even gotten the right leader to lead us to that promised land, economic righteousness. And when we talk about industrialization, it's not talking about taking raw cocoa to Egypt, taking raw cocoa to China, taking raw cocoa to the world market to sell. It's about how do we process, and processing the cocoa in our country. So now you're generating employment. Tanka ekɔhwe hɔ ɔmo de kyesere kɔbɔ hɔ sɛ kɛ yɛbie adwuma kɛseɛ bi wɔ hɔ na wɔn mo yɛ na at that point in time ɔwɔ third shift ɛyɛ adwuma third shift ɛyɛ adwuma ɔde wɔ yɛ deɛ ɔno kora ɔnhwɛ hɔ bi but because we haven't used our resources properly in this country as God has given us, you know, now yet set on a leadership ɛyɛ hand tying the arrogance of politics. Because we don't know what to do, we are discussing cocoa pricing. The world market demand and supply interactions in the world market, and they fixing the prices for us. Now cocoa farmers now say planning properly, and they enter into the midstream of cocoa processing. You enter into the downstream of creating end users goods. And the demand for your products, so much say farmers, be produce in your family them, ye process farmers be produce enough. And them say ye could turn a man only and yesika casino. We can pay them right. We can give them the resources that they need
and encourage others to go into farming.
And the madam because in abundance. Yeah, in abundance. In abundance, in abundance. What you say? Yeah, yes, side my way, and other countries. Yeah, to our own way is very beautiful. Say, I'm not from Penny believe the after. Say Africa, you be hudra. We are saying it's about trade and investment. It's about trade and investment. When you are doing trade and you are investing, you are employing people. The human capital now you developing. We are making good use of the human capital. The human capital and truly among ourselves. Then we become a trade bloc. These are Americans. These are the Europeans. These are the Caribbeans. A bloc. Then we can decide certain things for ourselves. It did not say, dependent on a proposal, and in the American, how was it? Or body or bawari, Bema worry. Ye can't culture. I said, because the whole crying. I think what we need to produce here and process here, export to continent. We are near Kotofi and Yaba, near Keti jobs. So industrialization is the key to not the talk, not the forward pricing, not the forward trade, not the forward markets, not the spot markets. Sanuma when a rap for a neya sama kaba yenu de yenum. What we believe is long-term solution. It's a long-term solution, and the long-term solution for this country is industrial.
Let us say, non crab boy, better home for a commercial break. After the commercial break, na fi the bon kratano yede abetwas 107.1 suni ha. Omanfm ha na yan enkomo no Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules antek for other romaya no PB. Adwuma odidi wi anom biguso. Onom biguso wi na fi atobo ase anane nuane no srade ne ade wo mu nyina ye frɛ no Spanish garlic mixture. Shannon so fama me na ye ho for a short commercial break ye ba the bon krata na ye beto aso medin e de ya amufa bo ache na ye homra.
Akosia mira me wa how waba mabo na mo bibi ha me sesei de untumi nto asase ana efie baby papa wonka mira hwe ensase ne efie abusu New Accra City me de metuo me mpe wahala bia we nya wahala sam mega city project na efeye na baby no pristine site in 2% chese metimi ato asase ana efie New Accra City ho ane mira cities and habitats womo na rent to own womodia akosia we dia ya sempa mira hwe onim se opa baby omowa ho womo offices no Porters City Miocho Prampram from 0577 911 101 and that's 055 553 0300 website www.newaccra.city.
Cities and habitats, rent to own, shaping Ghana's urban future.
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boama moja dia fusani when pedianum ye.
Ghana fui Franco. Esa the electrical appliances for just washing machines, Asian women yupo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. I be you know that several mobile phones, these are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the account, anyone says you see now. Franco, in Albania the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco, Quabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wadabraka, one in Roxy Cinema, and the enemy. Friend 0246 422 338 in a 055 5939 311. Franco, electrical appliances, papa,
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boama moja dia fusani when pedianum ye.
Yeah, we the Oman Jam was me. I don't know pay what pay me so.
Maja Bema, Madame Fubina na no watching no ameba bepem wa wo yo
ahokyere bai
wonya ni yade na eyama na wade kura agu sese wontimi nyako onama na opimpim nipa ohun ade yi
oh we dia banchi case kura me kan ho ko fa no bra na me fam nko Boatin Natural Health Center atiefo Dr. Boatin sua ni ho ayaresa e wa America mem Boatin Natural Health Center ani ho asem de ma kira hia me huru bi da Boatin Natural Health Center ebinum se ne yade e fa no glaucoma no eni aduro enya no kore da se glaucoma na cataract eyeta onfa duro bi angu so onso wa duro bi a obanum aduro no no obayi dipadua no mu adwuma ma wota de na ye mienu miensa ya broni fa no double vision wo ye ho adwuma pa afa to da bia no nipa ni ayese de ya sa nwea bi agu so no na ni ye ne ya na producio ye na ni aye kokokokoko eno ni yade ni bi no eni yade ni bisade wa kire wo hunu ebi so ebe no a wo hunu ye broni fa ni region ehu pa Boatin Natural Health Center o how bia wo nipa ni say so aye uyusisi say so aye kusu ayese de bobi na asie anaya na producio eni fransase no ebi no Boatin Natural Health Center what is so akoye oni no operation na operation na ti wo how nko na wusia sa wo ba no ho a asem bia sa Boatin Natural Health Center so nipa bia ya na wani ahonhono no how kase pa na wo yesia Boatin Natural Health Center obi mfa ni yade enkoho enkasa me ko ya anye yie kuma se owo so magazine edwa no owo so me post office ho no anomanye nkwanta na mechire be kwa so total filling station wo ho no fanso wo no ho pe Petiman Pentecost Johnson ena nkran so owo La Paz fane Access Bank de di hwani mu number 3 ni
0594 994 552 0594 994 552 0594 994 552
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules e boa ma moja die fusane woni paduanum ye
Madam Secretary na de wan kwaduma
and then masre kwan me so health and wellness center aka Ohineba center me so me pese me nyini che
and wo pese wo nyini champa every say facility ya wo Ohineba center e natural medicine and what say yare ohonko a and na wo pe 100% organic health products nso a wo benya biato ebi no organic seeds organic nuts, organic cooking oils, organic drinks, organic tea ahoro, organic soap ahoro, organic honey. Just everything organic. Eye Ohineba Center and Abenyano.
Soul Health and Wellness Center, aka Ohineba Center.
Man natural preventive health education. And a wensu Ohineba, where natural medicine researcher or Nuankasa and Oho. That's what show ya renesse and natural medicine as someone. One name medical doctors a kuku damwa, where Juma our orthodox medical centers in the hospitals like a semu, Ewon Kitawudi, and to one say, what can for ama one no so ashawu. Na Soul Health and Wellness Center, aka Ohineba Center. Aye Juma Sunday to Friday. Friday to Sunday pay and where Juma free 12 noon. And now kanina where Juma free 8 a.m. Ohineba Center, Action Progressive Institute, and St. Peter's Lutheran School, and Finfinwa. Medina Estate. Bibiani Afrewon 0302 983 045 and 0302 983 051.
Hey, Pedro, I come here and say, who ya peduani?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules no me no me no. Just a man tia aduane pampan, me no mo ato soma. Man say hu say obesore na me na ho. Eya na me kwa jogging o. Ahoɔden na bedwa, mitimi nante afuru sane a, menti brebium san say, emoja ne timi free adwuma. Immune system no so eye na adwuma.
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre. And wudi ho adanse no.
Men na mese wo se de wontimi mfa bibia ambrofo me subiom. Ofura mefro wusane nso a mesane.
Anya kwadwo, mesimi dia asɛm Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daruma. Amama your best ma.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules eye dra. Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum sa wonomu a boost immune system. Wo awaye kese boost obesity wedropa. Eni rheumatism arthritis. Mo amopedo to enko Kimberlin Avenue. Okaishi Drug Lane. Ewo Enkran. Drugstore biemu we sabetimi akabi. Wo betimi afre Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275 804064 and 0302 938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Eya oda ye so se wo beko suku e wa abrochire ana pese wo koye adwuma e wo ho ana kwantuo bi e da wanim enwene ho kra Wap Travels abama
se wo ba Wap Travels a ye ma oda ye so ni bemu abra wo mre ho kra se ye bo wo mo nya visa wo pe suku mu kwan wa abrochire ana wo kwantu sembia se wo ko UK USA Canada Europe ana Asia me se ha na wo kwantu no hyase free
media da media sida e ma Wap Travels if you say sɛ wɔma dawroma ɛna nei mesua deɛ ɛwɔ Canada yi wɔma mmerɛ ho koraa meka ne pɛn sɛ WAP Travels ɛna ma wo ticket a wobɛtumi de akɔ wiase baabia sɛ wokɔyɛ adwuma wokɔ sukuu ɛyɛ nsrahwɛ mese wɔbɛyi wo daakye pie WAP Travels ɛwɔ Atlantic Mall Atomic Junction
frɛ 0242 797 114 0242 797 114
WAP Travels ɛha ɛna wo daakye hyɛ aseɛ WAP Travels yɛde wobɛkɔ wiase baabia.
Hey, wife, sama you know, and Mamma who say I can't was a moon. Who cast up a packet see ya no baha, none and Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sacatano. And but we didn't say Sapapano.
Matilda Mocanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsule.
A woman bought your dear for Sunday with the Pedrianum. Now a boss is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is now yum, a macra, a mania moon of future. A torch will walk a water Vienna, after and Hoyana.
Enti as no Spanish Jinko capsules, Hana.
Spanish Jinko, and no day in Nura, watch free, Jinko Biloba, and soya oil moon. And my watch you must daho.
Martin say anti-aging and a good retentive memory.
Now you're on a henny.
Antec Herbal Center for and then pharmacies can make an herbal shop. A painful about more money for them with the infidum and come. FD, Aji, a gradient crap.
Shaping the nation. 107.1 Hey, Oman. Shaping the nation 107.1 Hey, Oman. Shaping the nation 107.1 Hey, Oman. Oman 107.1, having so much fun. This is how it's done on radio. Oman 107.1, having so much fun. This is how it's done on radio.
I know I say 107.1 Suni High Omanfm. A few of your messages on Facebook now and to us. So Daniel Abuaji Chire is watching us. Daniel over here or Fahin Sanso so and Mark Robinson, my also here now I say I don't think the government will have increased the price if the market price were to go up. So why did they reduce the price for the farmers, you ask? Honorable Frank Amankwa, Frank Stone, Charlie, good morning. The cocoa farmers didn't appreciate the previous government, but rather listen to lies and propaganda of the NDC. Unity is all that MPP needs. Frank Stone, Assemblyman, Charlie, good morning. Masaudo Kumasi Bantama, in the run-up to 2024 elections, we warned Ghanaians about the second coming of JDM, but they didn't listen. The good people of Ghana have already regretted voting for the visionless and incompetent NDC government. You see, Jamina Nyako Frank says, good morning, watching you live from Jolo. Greetings goes to my father, Ken Ohene, Japan, and all listeners of Oman FM. Jamina Nyako Frank, Asida Etredian Pondi. I also says, me and my family will also collect the monies gave to the delegates before we go and then vote. DM has already lost 2024 votes. Lots for votes from my family. Oh, sir. Asemo. I also had say, why should I go and vote for the very people who refuse to pay me and others after working for them officially? Kwansa Kojo says, come on, in YAB, cocoa farmers are to be blamed. They did not appreciate what the previous government did to them, did for them. They were easily convinced. Watching you live from Ewutu of Wada near Bodria say, Yechia Bushiafua Ewoho. Edward Sieduame says, watching you from Birmingham. Good morning, Edward. Thank you so much. UK and Ope what to say. Rita Jiri Makai message, you know, that Anna. Yes, I've read that message already. Daniel Abuaji watching you. Okay, my own so yeah now I say Fahena okay the free one farm. I said I'm kind of message, you know, should be simple, straightforward, and civil. Na wa share the ama other people on your platform no so ensa etumi akabihye no so na fama me asanto ayenko emfa do bon krata nto aso
no ya me sha se the chronicle asha se amayeti fo katafa etoso ensia ewo enim ha se
asa microphone no wa chiri kakra
metimia
to aso
okay ebuso me sha se anopa me the chronicle e na e sha se katafa etoso ensia so for hwe isi kasem so enfoni eda ase ha sei na joye wo so eni se kogo akuafo mo Michael Kugane mu ha sei wo mo eni nche ewo ekwan amampani efa so wati wo mo kokko sika ne so for edi atudia se wo mo hwe kwan pa mo betimi afa so na sika ho nsem eni se ne be yom benyi sika di akuafo ka no eno ho na motuo ena omo tu sisia eno achi katafa etoso mienu edi kopemiensa Posidom Sahene IGP efoni eda ha sei na wo bo amane esem ukopie mu ewa dan ade ekoso ewo ho sei langas na omo gi nkofo nsase wo se ne asase ne timi to de manipa bebrudu obekona langas ayeso ma wo kire se wo mu etu na mompa na fe we di omo swai de akira konfo akronfo na fe langas fo na se ekwa mo de Ghana fo nam so Michael Kugane mu ha na posifo se wo mo mpeninti wo de kokobon nsemo eko ede ama Metwaso dia na medi the new crusading guide na etwaso edi amawom kratafeto so miensa enkono edi kopim edu na asem yiwo ukopie mu awo bugoso Christian minor timemufo mu wo ho na afedwumayefo de ba betu jase nipa campaign no eye ne dia no adwuma wo ye wo ho nya de omani so enu ti omo serese empanifo be hwe no maka bi edi amawom ehunfo nyina anopei Heda enim ha say. Mamimfa daily graphic entwaso enfama yetie for daily graphic katafan. Etoso miensa ena asem yiwo. Ghana man pani ye John Dramani Mahama wo pani fo ne da ha no wakasem. Nyame ya adom a wo mo aban mo ye nhyehyeye efa kokoo ena afi menu asawodo edi fi Michael Kugane mu ha say kwa mahodo so kodan dani. Ni titru eni kokoo no wo se wo hwe ekwan pa ombefa so no manya machines ahodo factories e wo Michael Kugane mu ase ne be ye kokoo ni te hata yemfa nko bi man so anampo se process ne de be kokora e be ne dodo no e wo mai mu anope katafeto so miensa e boye amane eno achi katafeto so du miensa so e fa brantie bi ofri Russia ba o Michael Kugane mu hase e waba be ye mani bido so gender ministry aba be kasa e de afa ho no se videos na e trend e wo aba fontentan kese so no mo so mo de atesede e ko de magana fo e ye wo video ni bibia na enhye fa mani pa foforo esan se egu maywa no enimo asa no pay wo mo akasa edi afa ho
okay na na asante enko
yo I'll share a year daily guide front page or let's put personal grudges behind Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Ekansa Mra MPP abedweko no eko a year Thanksgiving service and ra ewo a year UPSC ekoda nyamia se sawodi o go through a year primary senuna bidun pepesha party no ababidu sanso and we share front page of the Ghanaian Times or suppressed for reparatory justice a year president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na okatre the fellow African leaders say omo and yes a reparatory nanso akiye kuku hu ya bigidisi enkubisa sansensen bo nana mami fensi ya
okay asanto owie
pacha mewie medie
okay memfa seda emfa mamo se modida obon krata no beto aso ede emaye enche na ye sorry so ede today's agenda ato aso kumon ye na ye ho aba ye bape na afi ye kwanim machi
shaping the nation 107.1 shaping the nation 107.1 shaping the nation 107.1
Nanko adofu twa ho hia kese nkraman na sano ni patie o ni awutimi yentini bebrebe ni nsamrane a wono sa omrane and it's coming from the late Daddy Lumba. Oboten team kwabra kwa achibeka se onipa na dodo dia na onya free wo nchenti said onipa sutia no ya ultimi ye man on tine nsamrane no srekeke But idea Dennis and nature a reward one more fracuma pemia dear the manipa. Oh, I don't want any sandy or so in touch rache. Yankopon aye wa adum die wa dofo asa just enyum no wotrans na wotie mu nsem na hu say you see there's a difference between writing a song and then composing a song. Enyum yantro nyum yanwene and enyum we no lumba to no bo ase nwene ye wa compose a song. The boy was be a songwriter. The guy me nu akuma compose choral music. Gabi the composer and I catch as a Gabi. Don't write songs or compose songs. Now it takes a lot of pain and a lot of thinking. At the end of the day, and this is a song Lumba Wanchro on so he or compose one trokeke or compose very much is yakwaba boko there so share yesu do yourself do yesu Christ or kasa na on kasa keke na on winning nsem a wo kan no na emanu ya unique sure. And so you be a composer of a song na say o fa say a songwriter, I'm a songwriter grow na udie. Don't be a songwriter, be a composer of songs. Abuawa ma de odeba abonten no emu atumi ado ye no sire kwai metimi bono several times and from it. If you say utie nsem ewom na enema hodo a wakeka bom e de anwene no a ohunu say yes, this is a poet. I say a book writing. Na ensem a I am the pap bibi kakra bi na fe source of fact today's agenda to aso
who say oka say e dom any sa dear
or son tatrache
sa idea I wish I knew it when I was young.
I see,
because us now you're gifted we nyina wan hwa wo be brain life.
Okay, o person what they say
when we say yesu oye nyankopon kora ba no ye ni kosie.
Okay.
We say yesu ye de ni kosie.
Okay.
Ene na lumba e ka no.
Okay.
Nti wo abofra na abofra no kura gift kɛse a fa abofra no sie
nwene no fa ne sie
saa
sie no sie
saa efi sɛ ɛdɔm ani sa
de ɔso ntakrakyɛ
nti sɛ wo abofra no so de
ntakra
kyɛ ɛdɔm ani bɛsa abofra no na wo yɛ awofoɔ no wammo abofra no ho ban a daakye ɔnhwɛ abofra no bɛbrɛ.
And this is wisdom.
Enti yeko school no unse nkofo bi nimade pa.
Yes.
Ba mu be wi a mu bo bra no sometimes omo ana wo expect se nkomo shine pa no. Unhu so omo shine the way ana mo expect. E ya asem na lumba kan no. All shine no there's one side na onim se edom ani eden.
Esan no.
Asem no emu ye deep.
My little boy na me did go school for from. Obe try exams.
Okay.
Or try paper no one or say I'm free headmaster no exams no man there's a mistake e paper no so. And or correct it. Papa man of family yeah he's right. Or exams ni we no. Or say on T as English no into be call for remarking. When you fear what is
that?
Or 11 years. Over call for remarking. If it's on Chile, yeah, they mass in the Avano. Now only Nadafo Pane, Lawyer Mudate Penas and Bruta. I'll go for remarking.
Obani Disanyina will be a great leader for Africa.
Me in person Cranansian and Pennyphobi Mama and ban also, especially in the teachers, some headmasters be or no Marcia, a Shiano, a mamma and bam also so okay. Because the third one might be so I am an abroso.
And none Africa yintiminko parents a camp of fresh. Abofra we dino, and so you good boy, unyina onye good.
But how can you go to a school untim unimubia and the paper two anymore? Then you call the headmaster and say there's a mistake or form.
Yes. A nyamina tinimun, and then I want to say a nyamina tinimun, and a children say something is not right. Yes, you are correct.
I'm saying this because of Niaudia Bani Awfu 80 no.
Yes.
Yentie Omanfm keke yentie Omanfm fa futuo ene aba ebeboa society ene so ofo bi wa kwada no bi no otesa kan no sa kwada no pe questions ane eteatea no
abofra obisa question so woni nyame nante na umbisa questions a unye great ti se Moses ana Daniel ntinepe bia otekla otewa ombisa questions no untimi meye great nti abofra bi obisa questions no mon guide no you know be very great by your society no obisa questions and yes yetia abofra no yeso nka na no ntum e say obisa question nyame boy ye say you mbisa questions in the universe no punti bibia se bibia wonti ase bia no o ka wano tuma wonyame anim o nya normal the obisa question na e normal enti Moses nyame sheda ma eja ehyi odua so na dua na nhye ba na eja na edere ana Moses say eden na ekosi me hu bibia e strange eja na edere odua na so dua no so enhye saa de na obisa ye no wonimu no ene na nyame nya akwan ne Moses kasa ye nti Moses twam no nke anka nyame ntumi ne nkasa
beda se ye bre na so And this is going to be my music. Nyankopon ya adum no de adum ye mo china no pa ishia wa hase ya. We'll go deep into this music for our motivation. As of us here that say when you are the aba beka ho. Aha 107.1. Yes, also near today's agenda 12. So thank you so much. Midin Edeya Amufa Boachi.